Do famous people show up in your dreams? They do for a lot of people, but why? What does it mean? Hi, I'm Karen and I dream a lot. So I like to study and talk about dreams and dream interpretation. And if you like to do that too, join me in the comments below. Let me know, do you dream about celebrities? Who have you dreamed about? It's really fun to think about what it means when we dream about celebrities. This particular video is about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson because I tend to dream about him, but actually what I'm talking about can apply to any celebrity that you might dream about. First thing to think about when you do dream of a celebrity is, what is their name and is it a pun? So your subconscious and dreams kind of like puns. It likes to talk in puns, and often puns are a stand-in for something else. So what pun do we know Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson by? Rock. So that's the first thing, is what is the name and is the name a pun for something? Rock. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and therefore, and this is true for me, he represents rock. But what does a rock mean in a dream? Well, I do talk about how to understand the symbols in your dreams in the video, How to Read a Dream Dictionary. So you can check that out. That's in the description below. One of the things that rock can represent in a dream, if you see a rock, whether it's a big rock or a small rock, is stability, permanence, strength, integrity. So if you dream of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, depending on what else is happening in the dream, think about, do any of those words or meanings make sense for you in the dream? Is he symbolizing stability? Is he symbolizing strength? And see if that applies to you. Another way to understand what it means when you dream about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is to describe him. How would you describe him to someone, especially to someone who doesn't know who he is? Say someone from another planet is a fun exercise, because a lot of times with celebrities we don't really know who they are, but we have some words that we think of when we think of that celebrity. And so if you were to describe him to someone who doesn't know anything about him, how would you describe him? And one of the first things that I think of when I think of him is he's strong. He's very strong. So it's possible that that's what he means in my dream. That's what he symbolizes in my dream, is strength. He's also quite generous. If you follow any of his social media and you see some of the things he does, he's very generous. So it's possible that he represents generous or generosity. He's also very successful, so he could be representing success. So see, there's different things that he can mean depending on how you would describe him. You might describe him very differently than I would. So it depends on how you describe him. Those are the qualities that he is representing in your dream. Now, I talk about this in another video on what people mean in dreams, and people are often talking about your own qualities. So people in dreams often represent you and your qualities that they have. So in this case, if I am seeing Dwayne Johnson in my dream and I think, well, he's very strong. He's like, he is physically strong, and I don't look anything like him, and I'm not physically strong like him. But maybe I have an inner strength, and that's what the dream is telling me. I generally think that he represents, for me, talking about my own inner strength. So what qualities does the celebrity have? What qualities do you think of when you think of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? And those are qualities within you. If you're getting any value from this video, please go ahead and click the like button. Actually, even if you're not getting any value, but I'd like it if you'd click the like button and let other people find out that this is a good video too. That always helps. So thank you very much for doing that. Another way that you can think about what does it mean when you dream of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson or a celebrity, and it's kind of related, is what is he known for? In recent times, he has been given some labels by the media, and maybe that's what it represents in your dream. So one of them is that he is the hardest working man in show business. So maybe in your dream, he represents your own hard-working qualities or your hard-working nature. He's also been called the nicest man in Hollywood. So maybe he represents your own inner nice qualities. And when I'm talking about all these qualities that any person has, but that Dwayne Johnson has, it's not just one. It might be a combination of them. If you were to say, my inner Dwayne Johnson, who would that be? It's not going to be just one thing. It's kind of, most people are not very two-dimensional and flat. They're 3D, and they're also kind of 3D in your dream. So what kind of qualities does he represent for you? And that's what he stands in for. That's his symbol in your dream. Another way to think about when you dream of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson or any celebrity is, what role are they known for? What role comes to mind for you when you think of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? Some people might think of him as Maui, so maybe that's who he represents in your dream, is Maui from the movie Moana. Or maybe you see him as a wrestler, and maybe he's representing wrestling or being a wrestler. Maybe you're wrestling with some things in your life, and he represents wrestling. You might not think of him as a wrestler. You might think of him as, oh, he's a star. So that's another thing he might represent for you. And he's got many roles that he has played, but if there's a certain role that you like him in or that you think of him in a lot, that could be what he symbolizes in your dream. So again, kind of depends on what else is happening in the dream and how you think of Dwayne Johnson. So really, in the end, when you dream of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson or any celebrity, you're basically dreaming of your own inner Dwayne Johnson, your own inner rock, your own inner celebrity. You may also be dreaming of wanting to be a celebrity, wanting to have that level of success or that level of fulfillment that you perceive that person to have. So that's another way to think of what it means when you dream about a celebrity. And your dream is actually encouraging you that you have those qualities. The dream is telling you that you have those qualities. You can tap into that. So for me, when I dream of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, my dream is telling me, you have inner strength, Karen. You have the ability to do whatever it is you're working on, or whatever project or situation that I might be dealing with in real life, and I need to draw on the qualities that are strength, that are generosity, that are hardworking, all of that I can do it, that I have those capabilities within me. That's what my subconscious is telling me. That's what your subconscious is telling you if you dream about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So if you've ever dreamed of him, or if you have, a way that you would describe him, or how you think of him, or what his most iconic role is for you, leave that in the comments below. I would love to know how you see him if he shows up in your dream, or you can pretend and say, what do you think it might mean if he showed up in your dream? If you want to know a little bit more about what it means when people show up in your dreams, you can check out the next video. And until the next time, sweet dreams.